Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Rosie Chu, and welcome to Bay Area People. Now, today, we'll meet a mom who has joined other moms around the world in fighting extreme poverty and disease. Now, they're a part of a movement called One Moms, engaging in activism for the poor. And later today, we're all invited to celebrate the Day of the Dead in Oakland's Fruitvale Village. Now, it's all about culture, festivities, and great food. And speaking about food, we'll have a couple of special Halloween treats for you. It's Can't Resist pumpkin apple tart and curried pumpkin soup. Sounds wonderful. So, of course, we want you to stay tuned because we will be back in just a moment.
We're just making a new start.
Well, what happens when you take regular moms out of the home and place them in third world countries? Well, it seems as if they take that homey love and bring it wherever they go. In our first case, and our first guest, she took her love and concerns to Ethiopia. I'd like to welcome Rana DiOrio. She's a member of an organization called One Mom, and she's also founder and chief executive of Little Pickles Press, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But thank you for being here. You just came back from Ethiopia a couple of weeks ago.
I did.
Wow. So, first question, what did you like about Ethiopia? That's far away.
It is. What struck me most about Ethiopia was the warmth of the people. I mean, it's the gracious, loving people, and they really care about their children.
And this trip to Ethiopia came about not by your planning.
No.
So you belong to an organization, you're a member now, of something called One Moms. What is that?
One Moms is part of the One campaign, which is Bono's humanitarian organization that's designed to raise awareness, and it's a grassroots advocacy program. And they don't ask for your money, they just ask for your voice.
And one day, out of the blue, you received a phone call and said you have been recommended as a person that might be interested in going to Ethiopia under the One Moms umbrella. What were you thinking about that?
I said, where do I sign?
Just like that?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because, it was so congruent with what I'm doing with my company, and I knew that it would help me to grow as a person and give me a better ability to do my work.
Well, what's the purpose of One Moms then?
One Moms is to connect moms in developing world to moms in the first world, and to help them to understand what the U.S. foreign aid is doing, and the valuable programs that they're implementing, and the great success that those programs are having on the lives of mothers and children in countries such as Ethiopia.
So we have a couple of shots from Ethiopia, from your trip, so we can take a look at that.
Sure.
And the purpose is for you to also experience what it's like in Ethiopia, to meet some of these women and see what their lifestyle is all about. And here's one of the
so this
shots.
is a coffee ceremony at the Mary Joy Association. Mary Joy rescues the most at-risk children. These are orphans, they're HIV-positive children, they're commercial sex workers.
Okay, and the next one?
This is me hugging one of the beneficiaries of the Mary Joy program with one of my books. I gave her my book.
Okay, and we have another one?
This is at the Mojo District School. You'll notice it's in English. Secondary education is in English in Ethiopia. Again, another shot of the Mojo School.
And there you have a whole line of
Right,
of
this is a UK-funded program.
Okay. And there you are.
That's me in the center with the white shirt.
And how many women went?
There was 13 One Moms.
Okay, 13 One Moms.
This is a health center.
And there they are.
And this is us, -1, and we're visiting bee farmers.
And you came from where, all over the United States?
Exactly. There's one expat from France and 2 moms from the UK, but the rest of us are from the United States.
So what's the commonality of the 13 women that traveled?
That's a great question. Lots of differences. But the commonality was just the motherhood and the bond of motherhood, and how similar our concerns and worries and fears and hopes and dreams for our children are, whether in the United States or in Ethiopia.
Well, let me put it this way, too. There are women that are very active in their own community. You are a publisher, and you publish a series of books, and this is one of the books that she brought with her to Africa.
Exactly.
And it is women that are strong, independent, have a voice in some manner. And so when you joined One Moms, and you came back, there was no great expectations of you to do something specific with that trip. So all of you are going to be doing what as a result of that trip?
Well, we've calculated we have a reach of about 25 million people
Wow.
So we can amplify the message of what U.S. foreign aid is doing in Ethiopia and how vital it is.
Okay.
And then there's been magic that's happening since we've returned. You know, one of the programs that we visited, we purchased scarves from women at risk that were taken off the street, and they've been able to hire 3 more women just based on our action alone, that one little gesture.
Just that one trip.
Exactly.
So it seems to me that it really is, I guess, using your voice, if you will. Like you're a publisher, you're an author, and some of the other independent women, to use your voice to kind of spread the word. Because when you came back from Ethiopia, there wasn't anything about you have to write a letter, you have to fundraise, nothing specific for the organization itself, but to maybe spread the word.
Right. And I think each of us came home with a mind full of ideas on how we can really make a difference.
So for the audience who are interested in finding out more about One Moms, why should they go ahead and find out more about it and possibly consider being a member?
So it's important to note that you don't have to be a mom to be a One Mom.
Okay.
And that, you know, they're not asking for money. They're just asking for your ideas and for your voice and for you to raise awareness about, you know, these important issues.
So it's probably raised, I would make the assumption here, that it's raised your awareness of what's going on in Africa and what the women's struggle is all about, and how, as you said, how our monies are supporting their programs, and that's important?
Oh, yeah. And they're great success, you know, and we're not, you know, we're not feeding these people, we're teaching them how to farm. So it's sustainable, healthy programs.
To become independent, economically independent.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's let people know. Thank you very much for being here, and let people know how to find out more about the organization. It is a Bono's program called One, and you can visit them at www.one.org. And for One Moms, it's one.org/moms.